The business edition of 21 Minutes with KKB is proudly brought to you by
MTN Business Broadband.
First National Bank, Bank of the Changeables.
The Makers Electronics Company Limited, large and in charge with quality but affordable home appliances and consumer electronics.
It's a season of joy, season of giving, it's a festive period, and so we are all happy celebrating the birth of Christ and spending a lot more. But please be mindful, because COVID and all of these other things are still in the air. So as much as possible, much as you have fun, much as you celebrate, please do that with a lot of caution, okay? If you've not vaccinated, please, the Ministry of Information and the Ministry of Health have been going around suggesting to each and every one of us to get vaccinated. So please, 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 have fun. Have fun responsibly, because we really want to see you next year, because there are a lot of amazing things happening on this show and with my guests, whom I'm going to introduce in a short while, and a few other things. So many things, amazing things happening, and so we want to see you hale and hearty for 2022. But with that said, today I'm happy you're joining us. You know why? Because the gentleman I'm going to speak to is somebody who is doing a lot. They are changing the narrative, and like I said, it's a festive season, and so you and I know a lot of people are binge watching things and streaming stuff here and there, blah blah blah. Well, he's one of the people trying to change the narrative. It's Africans producing a lot of content and creating a platform where you and I can get a lot more of our content onto that platform for a lot of Africans, and even a lot more. So creating a platform, so it's Africans creating a platform for Africans. What's better than this? I'll tell you more after this.
When we connect, everything is possible. Whatever seems unreachable becomes even closer. Building partnerships, redefining the norms. Because when we connect, being there becomes possible, and new ideas come to life. Stay ahead and stay connected with MTN Business Broadband. Superior internet solutions that drive your dreams. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
Many thanks for staying with us. This is the business edition of 21 Minutes with KKB. My name is Kwame. Like I keep saying, I'm grateful that you always take time off to watch us. It's never really easy to spend a lot of data and bundle and like watching, but I'm really, really happy that you do take time off to watch us. The show is proudly brought to you by MTN Business. MTN Business is your partner for growth. And what they keep saying is, listen, if you're a young micro, small scale, medium scale enterprise owner and you are still struggling with getting your business off the ground and the like, I think you're just missing one key element. That's it. It's the MTN SME Plus package. That's all you are missing. Once you get that, I think you're set for life, and it will help provide a platform for you to do a lot of amazing things. All you have to do is very simple. You dial *5060# today, and you'll be able to enjoy a lot of options. In fact, so from data packages to call packages to SMS and the like, able to enjoy all of that right on the MTN SME Plus package. Also, for Mondays, every Monday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., you can make free calls to any MTN number. What more do you want? Do well to dial *5060# today to sign up, or you can WhatsApp or call the number 0244308111 for more information, and stay connected everywhere you go. The show is also brought to you in partnership with First National Bank Ghana. And as I keep saying, for me, my target is you. You should get a solid enough partner to help you grow your business. The bank, First National Bank, the bank of the changeables. That's the bank that can help you do that from all kinds of support. You just walk in there and discuss with them. But the first thing you need to do is to switch though. So once you do the switch, you get 3 months free banking from First National Bank Ghana, and you are able to, after that, enjoy a lot of goodies with the bank. It's the bank of the changeables. A small change you make today can help you make a lot of strides tomorrow. So please do not hesitate in contacting First National Bank today. You can visit any of their branches in Accra, Kumasi, or Takrady, or call the number 0242 435 050. That's 0242 435 050, and they will send one of their friendly business bankers to you to start the switch process. First National Bank. Now, how can we help you? Again, because it's the festive season and you're buying a lot of stuff for the home, for the kids and everybody else, the gadgets and the like, if you want to stream, you would need a lot of gadgets, so a television set and all of these things. Yeah, the place to be is the Makers Electronics. Just get there. Any of their shops scattered all over the country. Just visit any of them. Walk in and grab any device you want at hugely discounted prices, up to about 87% discount. Charlie, what more do you want? Okay. Now time for us to have a conversation. And Louis Manu, he's a gentleman. A lot of people, maybe you may have seen him. Yeah, he's a fine boy. So of course, when you see him on TV and the like, I'm sure you take note of that, particularly for some of the ladies. Yeah, check, the sideburns, check this. Okay, he has a bald head, check. And the like, yeah. But aside that, he's one of few gentlemen doing quite a lot of amazing things and putting Ghana on the map. But who am I to tell you so much more when he's here? So I'll get to have a quick conversation with him on Wi-flix, right?
Yeah.
You finally heard about it? Wi-flix. Louis, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Good to see you too.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How's it going?
Okay, yeah, I'm really good. And I'm glad that you heeded this call and decided to come to Ghana and help us with this interview.
I'm happy to be here.
So he's part of the buggers who have landed. Anyway, so Louis, tell us a bit about, listen, there's a lot I want to talk about when it comes to Wi-flix, because I was sharing with you a short while ago that I've been on your platform, I've seen a few things and I've been very impressed. Yeah. So we'll come to that. Yeah. But let's get to know Louis.
Yeah.
Who are you? What do you do? What's your background? How did you even end up in this space?
So, yeah, I'm from a very humble beginning.
Oh, that's what they all say.
Yeah. So, I've lived most of my life in Kumasi.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Bekwai.
Okay.
Moved to Kumasi when I was very young. Went to King's International, secondary school, Opokwari school.
Oh, okay.
I went to KNUST, did computer science. I mean, there and then I got in love with like crazy computing. I mean, even before KNUST, I did a bit of NIIT.
Okay.
So that was when I was into mostly tech stuff. So
okay.
Programming, doing a lot here and there, building websites, and a lot more. I built some of the famous websites you've seen out there. I don't want to mention them. I might not have the royalties now to do that. Yeah,
right.
But crazy amount of websites. And I went into, I think my final year project at uni, I did a bit of mobile app development.
Okay.
I built the first, small mobile app development on these, I would say first, second generation phones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to be able to connect, talk to people, and a lot more stuff. So Bluetooth transfer, these kind of technologies way back at KNUST. And that is when I got in love with tech. And lucky enough, I remember I was just there one day after uni. We were all planning where to do a national service and stuff. And I had a call from Tigo and they were like, hey, would you like to come for an interview for national service and stuff? Yeah, so I ended up at Tigo, worked through there a bit as a mediation specialist.
Okay.
Went into enterprise applications, built softwares and stuff in there. Very telecom from the beginning. Whilst my love for mobility and stuff was in there, I fell in love with telco, apps and being integrated in the core system of telecom technology and stuff. So I did that for like 5 years, moved to the UK to do my master's. And that is when I was open to a whole lot of stuff, you know. Worked with several startups. I'm not going to mention all of their names. About 6 of them. Bolt, not the current Bolt. Bolt has a payment platform. Initially used to call text-to applications. They used to handle all of Hillsong International, their payment platforms and stuff. So I used to project manage that project. In the integrating systems, testing, and a whole lot. So I got a feel of a startup ecosystem, and that really spiced me up because, like, in as much as I went out to do my master's, my MBA and stuff, I also wanted to merge it with my tech skills. So I ended up with a startup at Google campus called Revision App. And it was amazing that I built over 22 different apps in there, on the Google Play Store and the App Stores as well. And that's when I felt in love with real computing power, being able to build things technologically, whilst managing teams commercially as well. So I gathered a lot of commercial skills, mixed with my MBA stuff. And then while I was in there one day, I was like, you know what, I'm going back to Ghana. Because I saw a lot of my friends, build stuff. And I had several, it's a, Google Campus is a startup house. It's like an ecosystem where you have a lot of startups in there, coming up with different ideas. Trying different stuff. And I had like crazy ideas around streaming and payment. So I had these two things, like, always on the beat. And I was building a music streaming platform on the side called Afbeats. I mean, if you go on my LinkedIn page, you still find it there. I still want to do it one way or the other, maybe in future. But then I came in, one day I decided the next 2 weeks I was in Ghana. So for me, the decision was quite very quick.
It was a very sudden thing.
Yes.
I want to go to Ghana.
I want to go to Ghana. I've seen people.
What was the trigger?
I had a lot of people at Google campus all moving their businesses to Africa. So I was like, dude, I'm African. What would make me wanna stay here, work with these big companies, get, paid well, but then I had this entrepreneurial zeal to start something on my own and to build, bring something to existence. True. And I've always wanted to bridge gaps, like, come up with ideas that would integrate that world and the experience that I have in there with the local entities here. So the plan was to, do it with streaming. So I started building the streaming app. So I built an entire streaming app, wanted to integrate mobile money. That time, the whole mobile money ecosystem wasn't too friendly. I'm talking of somewhere around, I think, 2013, 2014 in there.
It was just springing up then.
Yeah, it was just springing. It was there, but it wasn't too open. People didn't have like APIs that you could actually connect to and build your own platforms. And then I was like, well, why don't I start a payment company? And then I also started that because I couldn't really further my dreams with the streaming, even though I've got like crazy ideas, build a platform, went to see some few people within the musical group. Ochami Kwame, I went to see him, tried to sign an agreement to front this for me and a whole lot of stuff. One day in there, so I also decided to move back to Europe.
So after deciding to come here, you tried a few things.
A few things,
you're like, okay, let me go back.
Let me go back. But in between Airtel and Vodafone, I started a payment company called Passenger, which basically was a social payment platform. It's literally a keypad that you would basically install on your phone, and when chatting with people, you can decide to request for money, you can decide to send money to them, you can have a conversation. Money conversation always starts on social media. It starts from, hey, Kwesi, where's my money? Can you send me that $50? Can you send that money to wherever? So whilst having that conversation, I was like, why do you want to take that conversation from those platforms that you stay in, from WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram, and all those platforms that induces people to chat, Twitter and other stuff? Why would you move that money conversations to a money app? Why don't you stay in there and have that money conversation? and that also drove passenger, meaning payment and messenger. So
Okay.
yeah,
Quite a journey you've had there.
yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't look like
goes-
it's
it goes
such, yeah,
well.
yeah. Interesting. How did the transition to Wi-flix? In fact, where from the idea
Yeah.
of the streaming platform? You had it, you abandoned it, or you
Yeah.
put it on the
I
shelf?
put it on
for
the
now?
shelf,
And then
yeah.
you went. What got you to go back to it?
So it's, you know, when you have something in you, and if you really cast your mind into doing something and you really love it, it will still circle back. Even when
Yeah.
you move away from it,
That's true.
you would, like, in a year, 2 or 3 years, be like,
You'll
nah,
come
I
back
need
to
to
it.
really go
Yeah,
back
yeah,
to
yeah,
this.
that's true.
So that was the thing. But then back at Airtel and Vodafone, whilst doing stuff around innovations and stuff, we've met a lot of streaming companies.
Okay.
And we literally have given them deals, you know, come back, stream, bring your platform to. We're trying to, like, you know, move Ghana into the whole digitized agenda where we, you know, there's a lot more people that buy internet or data and do not really know what to do with it.
That's
To
true.
the exception of going on YouTube and some
and
few
Facebook and the
platforms.
like, yeah.
We wanted to give them more options. So we called, I mean, I don't want to call some of the streaming companies'
fine.
names, but we called a lot, from the biggest to the smallest. Come to Ghana, have meetings with them, you know, conferences, tell them to come in and build something with us as
Right.
telcos and help drive that agenda and help, you know, get people to do more on our network. But they never could. So that was one thing I was like, we're giving you things on a silver platter, you know, like, in as much as you lose some part of your revenue, we're giving you an opportunity to grow overnight with these networks. They were like, nah, they want to realize their full revenue. They don't want to do some kind of billing. They don't want to. So there's a whole lot of stuff. So that was when ideas were coming. I was
Okay.
like, well, I could step out, build this, and because I'm a tech guy, I really understand the protocols. Then again, I moved to the Netherlands. I started working with a media tech company, which gave me like a broader understanding of, you know, sorry, not media tech initially, a legal tech, legal.
tech, okay.
So it gave me more understanding to legalities of businesses and other stuff. And then I had an offer from a media tech company. So that media tech company was basically building platforms for companies like, you know, all the streaming platforms you see. So they are on top of the food chain. Yeah, and I went in as a commercial person. I was the head of product marketing there.
Okay.
But that role gave me a broad understanding about how
The
the
entire value
streaming,
chain.
entire value chain of streaming. Even though I wasn't a tech guy in there, I really got to really understand the full chain and a whole lot of stuff. And my next move wasn't also in conflict of them, also because they are on top of it. They build, and then what I'm doing now is we service.
Okay.
So and when I saw a sort of golden opportunity, I was like, why not? And my contract was also ending.
Okay.
And COVID came through, and they were like, you know, you guys need to. So companies were laying off, ramping up. I was like, dude, I'm still being pushed back to the same angle again. Go back, build that platform, get it working and stuff. So that was when all those ideas came. And then I started thinking about who to call, because I knew how to build it. I knew who could help me build it. And I knew how to market it. But you need content. That wasn't my expertise.
Right.
So in as much as we techies have ideas, or even if you're a commercial person, you might have a great idea building platforms.
Right.
The reality is you will need somebody else to give you the soul of the business.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though your tech will be powering everything, it's fast signups, everything goes by. The soul of every streaming company is the content, whether music or videos or any kind of thing you want to build. So I started calling people. Called a whole lot of people that I knew that had connected me to companies back at Airtel and Vodafone who were doing streaming and wanted to build them on board, bring them on board locally and internationally. So I started calling people way from Singapore, Malaysia, people that I knew them in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, and other places. And then I remember it dawned on me, I was like, hey, my current partner, Bright, I was like, why don't I call Bright? A friend of mine actually was like, why don't you call Bright? I was like, yeah, I know he's
So
really
he was
good.
into content development at the time?
He was actually working for another content company and also moved out to build something on his own, similar to what I was also doing.
Okay.
So I called him. He's like, dude, I'm actually trying to do the same thing.
Right.
So why don't we combine resources?
Yeah.
Because I've got the content, I have the links, the people. I've worked in streaming industry for quite a very long time, not media industry for a very long time. So he knows how to get the content on board. He knows who to call and stuff. He's actually been able to get some content that is sitting already that we need to start with. I was like, okay, well, I can help build the platform.
And that was it.
So that was the birth of Wi-flix then.
Okay.
So we started with like a lot of namings, wanted to call it that. And we were like, well, what do we want to fix in Africa? Because sometimes if you want to choose a name for a business or you want to create a purpose, if you want to know how you want people to know you, it's always with what you want to do. What problems are you trying to fix in the area or the location you want to run your program? So we were thinking, we're like, well, there's a huge issue. So we're going to Wi-flix now. There's a big issue.
Well, before we go into that, finish up with the name. Let me go for a break. Because I have this juice I need to finish up. It's a juice up. I need to finish it up. And then we'll go into Wi-flix proper.
Yes.
So how did you settle on the name eventually?
So we were like, well, the name Flix, even on the Play Store and other places, resonates with streaming in a lot of ways.
That's true.
There are a lot of bigger platforms. Even there's iFlix, Postflix, and others. So we're like, well, Flix is a constant thing to have. But where would you want to place Flix? You want to place it on a Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi signifies data. Okay. The issues in Africa is data. So why don't you use our content plus data to serve customers in Africa?
So Wi-flix. Awesome.
So Wi-Fi and the Flix.
And the Flix.
Yeah.
Okay. We're still having a very interesting conversation with Louis Manu. He's the co-founder for Wi-flix, and he's giving us the genesis of the story. We are going to Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and all of that. Those of you who know the Bible very well, I'm sure you can follow. But and it's been a very, very, very inspirational story so far. A story of not giving up, particularly when you have something that is so strong in you. You feel so strong that this thing can work. You see how he kept going in circles. He will go in, come back, come and try something, then go try again. And so it suggests that it is possible. It is very, very possible. And today he's built a very amazing platform. When we return from this break, I will take you through that very discourse of Wi-flix. The journey is come through so far. Listen, they're not just in Ghana. They are in a lot of African countries operating and doing very, very well in a lot of countries. Even though they are relatively young, they just started and they are doing such amazing work. So we'll talk about all of that though. Like I said, this is the business edition of 21 Minutes with KKB. My name is Kwame and we'll be back after these messages.
When we connect, everything is possible. Whatever seems unreachable becomes even closer. Building partnerships. Redefining the norms. Because when we connect, being there becomes possible. And new ideas come to life. Stay ahead and stay connected with MTN Business Broadband. Superior internet solutions that drive your dreams. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
My son, there's more blessing in giving than receiving. When you fear for you and Kobo the makers in Strano de
The pneumatological aberration of the Lord revealed unto me this night that me and my household should go out into the world and bless the world.
My name is Papa Makers.
You're from the Grandpa Makers.
My name is Junior Makers.
Me the Mama Makers.
My name is Senior Makers, and I'm here to give you some very good news.
The Makers Electronics Company Limited is giving you up to 87% in this festive season.
This is what I call quintessential immaculatability.
Go and tell mom and dad about the Makers Blessing Attack promo.
We at Makers, we believe in the number 7, which stands for perfection.
Future Makers, Ewa Taifa Burkina Highway, Amasa Maizongo Junction, Ashama Valco Flat, Kumasi, Makers, Ewa Hinema Kokobe, Southern Atakrade, Efie Kuma number 9 Market, Fre 055-222-2253, Anna 055-222-2254.
Merry Christmas!
Thanks for staying with us. We are back, and this is a juice up that I'm having. You are wondering why I've been taking it since the beginning of the show is because COVID is real. And so this is pineapple with mint. I finished with the neem tree one. It's just like this. You can go ahead and contact 0557-959-251. Just call them 0557-959-251 or 0545-280-958. And it's just a normal juice, but it's really, really, really healthy for you. Louis has been trying it, and I'm sure he will attest to it subsequently, but you will see. Let's get back to the conversation, Louis. And I'm really, really happy we are doing this, to be very honest with you, because when I go onto your platform and I see a lot of things, I really don't see it as even a new thing. It's like, listen, this has been there, and it competes with all the other popular ones we see and hear about and the like. What made you so sure, so convinced that Wi-flix was going to succeed? In fact, why the principle of two Africans creating a platform that will serve Africans? What made you so sure, so convinced that this is going to be a hit in Africa?
After being with telcos for some time and also understanding the dynamics of the market, we really know that, for every commercial person, you would know that literally for every product you come out, you need to understand the country economic factors, especially when you want to launch in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, and all the other. You really need to understand how the market is structured, who is doing what, and the opportunities in there. We saw one big problem, and in terms of content in general, we saw that there wasn't one big platform that, there were little ones out there. The ones that we knew was going to do something big had folded out of Africa. And we knew there wasn't one generic platform that houses African genuity, originality, and our traditionalism on a specific platform. If you consider, if you look at Spain and other places, even when they create content, you still have the original elements in there. The UK people does the same. Americans does the same. Ours we have the same. We are creating the content out here, but it doesn't get out there.
Right.
So you would
Could
find
it be because maybe we have weak industries, maybe movie industries and the like, so we are not producing?
I wouldn't say weak industry. The opportunities are out there. It is left for somebody like you and I to really look at the market and say, well, we need to put something on top that would house everything.
Sure.
So, there were opportunities out there before, or people had similar ideas like Facebook and others before Facebook actually came out. It wasn't that the people were weak, but it was that somebody needs to take that bold step to be able to do that.
Right.
And we saw the opportunity. We saw a bigger problem out there because it was as much as you create content. We've seen a lot of people put movies, and it's free on YouTube. And we were like, well, people create content in the UK, in the Netherlands, in other places, and it's still not free. It's being put on bigger and smaller platforms to be able to monetize. Right. We've seen a lot of African content now landing into places or platforms that are free. You get me?
True.
And they have to build their base to a certain angle before they can actually make money off it. So one huge aspect out there, there's a lot of young creators creating a lot of content that are fighting their way through to build and put it on these bigger platforms. That is also another stuff out there. So why should we have that issue? Why should there not be one single platform that doesn't really care about how you created it or what comes out? They'll look at very low, medium, high standard of consolidating these content and allowing people to access it. On the consumer side, we also saw that there was a huge gap. Because there's one thing getting access to these big platforms to be able to consume content, and there's other thing also being able to pay for that content.
Yeah, that's true.
So you pay an average between $7 to $15, $17, sometimes $25 to be able to get access to these platforms. That's number one. After you need a huge amount of data bundle to be able to stream that content. So literally most of these big streaming platforms are targeting the top 7 to 15% of the market. And then they are the people using all these big platforms. What of the rest of the 85%? These are the guys that are stuck on TVs. Cutouts. These are the people streaming, going, these are the people that put on their data, watch something small on YouTube, and then turn it off. These are the same people that will sit behind their TV sets and watch, you know, free to air, any movie that comes on. So they actually know all the channels. They're like, well, 2 o'clock, these guys are going to show a movie. I need to listen, I need to do this, this. So they've got programming in mind. Why should we go through that process? I'm not saying they shouldn't watch free to air. They are meant for us. It's free for everyone.
So essentially, that's a solid audience, except that they are prevented from all of this. They are cut out from all of this because they do not have access to.
They do not have access to proper internet. They have access to data.
Not enough data.
Not enough data to be able to consume that content. That's number one.
I see.
They need to pay a lot. They need to have credit card. Why should? I mean, mobile money is everywhere in Africa. There's airtime also made by the telcos that enables payment as well. It's another source of payment, direct carrier billing. So why should there be another big alternate way? Even though we're pushing people through, well, go get a card, go get a Visa card, not everybody is into that. There's a whole huge number of people in Ghana that do not even,
they don't even have bank accounts.
Bank accounts and stuff, but they have mobile money wallets. They buy airtime. So we looked at ways that we could bridge the gap, enabling quick payments, quick sign-ups, and thereby also giving them access to one platform that houses everything, and then giving them data on top of that.
So if I understand you correctly, your model, much as it resembles what the others have, the bigger platforms that have been in existence for much longer have and the like, you have gone a step further to, aside creating a platform, getting same fantastic content, of course, with a lot more African focus. For the many people who do not even have a, so essentially you have a lot of payment options. So if I have data, let's say I'm using MTN and I have data and I want a subscription on Wi-flix, I don't necessarily have to go and get a Visa card or anything.
No.
I can just perhaps use a short code or go to the app, something of the sort. And then there's a direct debit, either from my credits, the normal credits, or from my mobile money wallet.
And that's exactly it.
How has the feedback been? I know you're in a few countries in Africa already. How has the feedback been so far?
It's been phenomenal. When we launched last year in August, we started a technical launch in Kenya. And it was amazing. We did around 3,000 customers in a month. It was a test for us. We wanted to know how far we can go with our platform, if people were going to resonate with it. Do people love the usage? Our streaming capacity is going to be okay. CDNs, delivery networks, how is the streaming quality going to be like? Do we have things that we've created for the app acting the same way that it needed to act? And these were the stuff that we tested it all through till December. And in December, we launched a commercial deal with Vodafone and MTN here in Ghana. And that is when we launched. We launched commercially in the country, and it was really good. Within the first month, we did up to almost 30,000 customers in Ghana.
Wow.
And
in 1 month?
In 1 month.
Wow.
from there way through till now, we've done almost 200,000 customers.
Oh, that's nice.
From Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya. Currently, we have most of our customers from Nigeria. We launched Nigeria in June this year, and it's been phenomenal so far. The uptick's been amazing. And to now, I mean, just a few days ago, I was talking to my my other co-founder, and we were like, even comparing to other streaming platforms prominent in Africa, we are the fastest growing streaming platforms. We've seen how many customers they've done for the past 9 or 10 years they've been in the region, and comparing to what we've done, it is phenomenal. And we like the way Africans love our platform. We love the way people come back and do a whole lot of stuff. We started going to like creative, crazy content productions, coming up with our own Wi-flix originals, original series, original movies. Wow. We've promised about 20 of them next year, but I believe we're going to do more. The series that we've started with, each season spans between 10 to 23 episodes. For 4 seasons, which is quite popular and out there. And we actually want to move the platform to the next level.
Awesome.
And this is basically us.
Interesting. Charlie, Shabri guy. What do I say? Yeah, I can't say much, but amazing work done so far. I don't even know where to start from, but yeah, amazing work done so far. I'll be very honest with you. I like I said, I've gone on there. I've seen a few things and I've been very, very impressed. And I was particularly intrigued when the first thing that I saw when I went to the payment option was not necessarily credit card. It was just asking me which network. I should choose the network or whatever. Yeah. And then whether I want it deducted from my airtime or I want to use a mobile money option. Yeah. And that was it. I was like, okay.
That's one key factor for us. Because for every country we launch, we look at the country economic factors. What really drive people into subscribing to a product, and we give them exactly that. We go through telcos. That's our business model, right? And I think it's one of the it is quite tough getting a telco deal, but when you're able to nail that down, there's a bit of flexibility for your customers as well.
Should your competitors, bigger brands, bigger ones, decide to opt for this model, won't that push you out of business?
It won't, because they'll still be pricing their products the same way they price.
Oh, by the way, the pricing was one of the, I think you charged $3 or so?
Yeah, so we do $2.50 if you are paying with card and you don't select a network. Okay. Because you don't belong to bills. These networks that we are with, we've discounted our packages for them. Okay. So like in Ghana, if I talk in USD terms, we are charging like 0.85 cents a day, 50 cents a week, $1.50 a month. So in Ghana cedi, 3 cedis weekly, daily 50 pesos, and a monthly 9 cedis. Okay. No one is doing that.
So if I'm on Wi-flix now, I can decide to subscribe for a day, a week, or a month.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily, it's not bound that by hook or crook I have to pay for a month, even if I can't afford it. So if I have 50 pesos, I can still subscribe. You can still get to watch anything. I realize you have some television stations on there as well.
Yes. So we just don't have content. We have over 30,000 hours of content, span between just videos, movies, telenovelas, and a whole lot of stuff. And then we've got live streaming channels as well. Yeah. So look, in Ghana, we have the likes of Metro TV. We signed a very important deal with them, a very big partnership between us and them, championing the cause of streaming in Ghana. We have other channels, local channels in Ghana as well. We have DW TV, we have Trace TV, Trace Africa, we have Bloomberg, which is also quite expensive on other platforms. So Bloomberg is on.
So with that subscription, I still get to
access to everything.
I get access to everything.
You know, for other platforms, they will tell you, well, you have only a mobile access or you have a web access. We don't limit people. We are on mobile.
So there's nothing like screen limits? No. 4 screens or 2 screens here?
You just go in there, that's it. We give you access to everything. Why should there be a limit? If there's content, why should there be a limit? There shouldn't be. You should have access to everything available on the platform. That's it.
Interesting. Louis Manu is the co-founder for Wi-flix, and today he's taking us on a different level. It's taking us to a totally different level. I mean, we've gotten to appreciate a lot more. Listen, if you are watching right now, you have a smartphone, a device, a television, anything of the sort, just go on to the App Store or to the Play Store, download Wi-flix, WI-FLIX, right?
Yeah.
WI-FLIX. Just go there, download, start with a free plan even, and just get to see what is there. And then you can make your own decisions.
Yeah.
And I have seen it. I think it's a good thing, particularly also because it's Ghanaian by Ghanaians for Africans, all of us. So I think it's a really huge thing he's doing. Louis, thank you so much for joining us for this very, very intriguing conversation. And thank you too for taking time off to watch us at home. My name is Kwame. Many thanks for watching this episode of 21 Minutes with KKB. Show was proudly brought to you by MTN Business, your partner for growth, and also First National Bank, the bank of the changeables, and of course the Makers Electronics. They also supported us with this particular episode. We shot this episode of the show at the Millionaires Club. That's how we call it. Selassie Bar and Grill inside Ashalibutre in Major. It's a coded location. Please, if you're not part of the family, you'll know it. So yeah, we are here having a very good time here. I'll see you soon, hopefully, with another guest you expected.
The business edition of 21 Minutes with KKB was proudly brought to you by
MTN Business Broadband.
First National Bank, Bank of the Changeables.
The Makers Electronics Company Limited, large and in charge with quality but affordable home appliances and consumer electronics.